Let's see if I can get this thought in my head out in a coherent manner. It makes sense in my head, but I want to try and put it into a video platform. And that's the idea of we're always kind of searching for this answer that will reveal the truth, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, or you're just wondering why we're here. But I think I've come to realize that there is actually no answer to anything. It's all contextual. When you I'll give you an example. I recently did this course in they call it biomechanics, and it's about how to improve your running style and your posture and whatnot. And they it didn't really reveal anything to me. It just kind of gave me more questions, which is not a bad thing. It's just it just reveals how little we know. And then I think this is another good point to raise, is that people that believe they understand everything, or if we as humans believe that we understand everything, that's just crazy and doesn't make sense, because we don't experience everything, and we don't see everything. It's already becoming incoherent. But maybe I'll give an example of light. Light is, we can see where light hits, but you don't see the point from where the sun, from the light from the sun, all that in between there. Does that make sense? When you can see something because light hits an object, but you don't actually see the light. So hopefully that makes sense. So I just mean there's so many unknowns, and it's literally never ending, and there is no answer. And I think we just have to get comfortable in being in the unknown and not knowing what's going on. And that can kind of free your mind, and maybe you're stuck in a certain way of thinking, or you kind of believe you understand something, and then you become you just shut out other ideas, and you won't accept other things. And there's this one thing that finally makes sense in your head, but you kind of question it a little bit, but you're just no, I've seen it work, it does work, this is the only way. But that's not true. It can't be true, because we don't know everything. We literally, I don't think our brains can comprehend what, it's just impossible for our brains to comprehend everything. That's impossible. That's, I know that's an absolute, but maybe one day we can, as a collective or something, I don't know. But for now, we're not a collective. I don't know. I don't really know where to go from there. But it's pretty crazy. I guess with religion would be an example of this is how you're meant to live your life. And this, I'm not saying there isn't a creator, but this version of the creator in the Bible has all the answers and tells you how to live. And there's good things in the Bible of how to live, and you shouldn't steal and kill other people and all this stuff. But yeah, they're just if you set your whole life into one of these modalities or beliefs, it limits you so much to what's actually out there. And I don't know, man. Hopefully this makes sense. I think we just have to get comfortable not knowing stuff, and then that can you'll realize, you'll find new things, but you don't hold on to those things. You keep going, and you keep trying to learn more things and more things and more things. And maybe there's no end to it. There's just infinite. Well, there is infinite possibilities, and you kind of have to pick which ones you want to use, I guess. It makes you think, man. If there is infinite possibilities, and there is nothing as well. Sorry, I'm kind of like having these. I'm like processing thoughts as I talk, so it's like a bit all over the shop. But hopefully, this is helpful, and like maybe someone needs to hear this. That we just have to not be so rigid and be open to other things. Not to say to take on these crazy ideas of, I don't know, going out and partying every night because that's, someone says that's good for you. Maybe that's not good for you. I don't know. So people adapt to these things differently. I think in my experience, I don't like doing those things and I feel really bad afterwards. So yeah, that doesn't mean that's the answer. That's just my experience. So it all really comes down to you and how you feel and what your experience is. And it can be anything, like the way you train. Like if you train your body, there's different ways to train your body. There's yeah, work, jobs, whatever. And we all have our own like, there's like archetypes, but we literally all are different. Like every human specimen has different length arms, different size feet, different jaw structure, everything. So we all have our own unique experience and perspective on the world. So I think that's really important to note, that maybe you disagree with someone on something, but don't fully disregard them. Still be open to their ideas, and maybe you can learn something from someone, even if you do think they're like, this guy's a fool, he doesn't shave his face. Like, you know, hopefully, yeah, I don't know, hopefully it makes sense. But yeah, I've just had this thought swirling around my head of like, there is no answer, only more questions, and I don't think you should be nihilistic because of that, because it's like, it's pretty cool. Like you can keep learning, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I think that's it. Okay, hopefully you got something out of that. Hope you have a great day. Get out and get some sun, if that works for you. It's all in context.